Day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wild Hearts. As dawn is upon us, we are tasked with collecting a small handful of side quests, and then we will be heading to Fusagi Forge.
I know who you are. You're the amazing hunter. I'm Kanna, a carpenter. Well, just an apprentice at the moment. Can I ask a favor? Chipper, Ren-san. You know, the master carpenter? She seems really troubled by this old note she's got. Look, I copied it down. I think I got all the important bits. No way of knowing for sure, though, seeing as I can't understand it. Can you? But what could white, round, thread leaves be shorthand for? I suppose it could be describing material. That's a good idea. Lead the way.
Oh, I see. So you came to me. White, round, thread, leaves. Ah, I see.
Huh? You know what it means? That's amazing!
I think it's a list of qualities of a certain material. One that I see on a regular basis, actually. White in color, round in shape, thread-like in nature. And as for the leaves... Yup, I'd say it's a cocoon.
Cocoon. Of course. Yes, that must be it.
I hope I'm not wrong. Otherwise, I'm going to look very silly. There's a number as well, see? The required amount, probably.
Yes, I see. Arigato. Can you collect this number of cocoons then? You can give them straight to Chipper. Ren-san, when you're done.
Okay, so the peculiar cocoons are Akakura Canyon. I don't think you can actually get them before you get that quest picked up. And that's going to be behind the Crimson Treasury. If I'm not very much mistaken. Should be you? Yeah.
Konnichiwa, can I ask you something? Ji-san says that when his Ji-san was alive, there were people living on Natsukodachi Isle. That's the proper name for the Spirit Isle, you know? And they had lots of karakuri they could use. And they traded with people here in Minato. Do you think they lived where the ruins are supposed to be? That's what I think. I wonder what kind of life they lived. Could you try to find me a relic or something from the ruins? Something that proves people lived there. Oh, no! Hang on! The fishermen say they've noticed a really dangerous kemono on the isle lately. What if it destroys the ruins completely? Then there will be no relics left at all. That would be terrible. But you could hunt it before that happens, couldn't you? Please?
Yeah, we'll get to that. Tend to spend a lot of time at Natsukodachi Isle. Is that up there? Or underneath? It must be underneath. Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Are you very busy with jobs? I've got an urgent request for you if you wouldn't mind.
A boat was attacked going past the island before, you see.
The crew only barely managed to get back to Minato with their lives. From what the fishermen are saying, It sounds like kemono causing a nuisance on the island again. Too many more attacks and trade will be ruined. All goods coming in from the north have to pass close to the island. So, would you mind going on a hunt for me? I hear the bones of the kemono are very light and strong, and extremely useful for all sorts of fishing equipment, so the materials won't go to waste. We really don't want to lose out on any more trade.
Yeah. No problem. Okay, on that note, lords and ladies, I think we have collected all of our side quests, and it is time to head out to our new locale. With a few new friends to fight. And I'm undecided about whether we take them out then and there, because I need to actually see their part of the low rank tree to reconfigure my bow. Which, that was what I was doing at the forge, was just seeing if I could reconfigure my low rank bow yet. And the answer to that is a resounding no. Do we hunt them on the spot? We might. Unless it really does just throw us directly up against Deathstalker, in which case we might just come back to the map and hunt them on the spot. We need to reveal their materials in the low rank tree, though, is the bottom line.
Not the most auspicious start, is it? Running into a snowstorm? We'll shelter here until the worst is over. This place brings back memories too. I might as well tell you, I suppose. Years ago, I was living at the castle we are headed for as a hired hand. The daimyo was called Ishido Ujitsuna-sama. The Do in my family name Daidoji, and the Uji in my first name were both given to me by the daimyo. The Ishido clan were the Shugo governors of Azuma at the time. But the Ago clan, Shugo representatives in the western provinces, rebelled against the Ishido clan. The cursed tale trying to wag the dog. In the aftermath of the battle that ensued, the castle was attacked by kemono. I don't know if it was happenstance or planned by the Ago clan. Either way, the entire Ishido clan was wiped out overnight. And I have a suspicion it's the same kemono, the Deathstalker we saw on the Spit Isle. If it is, he needs to die. Agreed? You say all the right things, but a word of warning. That wolf is stronger than any other kemono in these parts. I know from bitter experience. Out of all the kemono I fought around the castle, that one was something else. Just don't get yourself killed. Hear the howl?
It seems that is exactly how it's gonna go.
We'll split up and track it down. If I find it first, I'll holler. I'll take the ground. You head for a keep.
Way to set up the absolute bare minimum, since we don't have dragon pits going. If I'm not quite mistaken, we should be able to go basically on a straight path to all of my desired fast travel points. Actually, you know, let me make it morning for you guys. I don't know why it's in the middle of the night, but for the sake of the stream, why don't we go ahead and make this morning or stream video. I watch too many streamers. That way you guys can enjoy me desperately trying to catch this little piece of endemic life up ahead. In the full glory of my lack of coordination and the fact that trying to catch flying things is a miserable experience. Yeah. Well, there's a friend right there. Did I eat? I probably didn't eat. Yes, I just popped the good stuff for Deathstalker. I don't need to, but I feel like doing it. Are you gonna be a friendly Ice Tusk and just let me squeak on behind you, sir? You don't know anything. The dogs know everything, though. The dogs are omnipotent. Fuckers, I'll kill you. See if I don't. Like, well, when you just want to be about your business, guys. I don't need to get distracted. The dogs are still chasing. But I will, on my way, show you guys a couple of really easy Sukumos that are just kind of sitting out in plain view. I haven't even cleared up the other map of all available Sukumos since we got to basically what I needed. There they are. Citrus and towels. These are the guys that give the seasoning that I basically told. I showed you the herbed fish and herbed veggies. And told you that I wasn't allowed to smoke any of it yet because I didn't actually have access to the spice that made it. I imported it from my main save because I basically outgrew the recipe. Basically outgrew the recipe. So I had a bunch of pickled material that I had not yet actually converted into anything. We're just ducking over here for this. And I'll come back here in my own time and tidy up. There's a bunch of little Sukumos all over this, like, village, on rooftops and in buildings, and... I didn't even... What is wrong with me and everything that I believe I'm doing? You know, it would probably, maybe, just perhaps be useful if I stopped rushing just a little bit so that I could place the freaking watchtowers that do important things. Okay, so the citrus and owls give you a seasoning that is actually pretty good for early to mid-game food. And most importantly about this seasoning that they give you that is pretty decent is that you get it from your little pets and you don't actually have to ferment for it. Which early on, fermenting is extremely cost prohibitive to make some of the better spices that I've seen you. Like, I've farmed fish and vegetables and grain to make the fish paste and the miso and... like, the really good proper seasonings I have farmed a lot to both get the, cost benefits on the fermenting cask and the not that way, this way, to get the cost benefits on there and the shortened time to make better stuff. If I recall correctly, there's a dragon pit down there. Yeah, there is. We can get down here and get up the same way. Trying to get you guys an efficient setup, you know, while still giving me the energy to do other things. Like setting up some of our fast travel points along the way, and what have you. I thought I remember that being right up here. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's not get distracted. You farmed all of your sigmos early.
Hot on the heels of the ice dusk came a pack of rasetsu, and their slime.
Like, I see it and I hear it and I want it. Focus.
Every last person in the castle was killed. Was hunted.
So we have detoured just a second to go up in here. I will open the map and show you guys exactly where this is, but the short form answer is that this is the path that leads to the dev camp for this map. Right up here.
The daimyo's wife was fond of a little road. She, my master, and my hime-sama spent many happy hours there. But after she succumbed to illness, he fell out of use.
I probably don't have the space to actually, because we haven't found any other. Actually, we have enough to do one more just in case we need it. I think that's probably been my least favorite part about redoing the campaign, has been that element of it. Yeah. Oh, very mad. Very mad. We honestly should kill this freaking owl. The monkeys are of little significance, but the owl does give a resource that, is often used in crafting. And the owls are pure evil. That too. The owls are also pure evil. Do note. So, we're heading up. Up towards my last little area that I have an easy fast travel point.
I could take that one out, I could save my hime-sama. How wrong I was.
No.
I managed to gouge out one of its eyes. But that's as far as my luck held. Next thing I knew, it had sunk its fangs into my arm. It left me barely conscious. Just conscious enough to see everyone being...
Behold, the destination. Oh, come now. Apparently, I took 1 centimeter too far forward.
What's going on?
Okay, buddy.
I'm on my way. Let yourself be.
I rolled that for sure, but whatever. Unlucky. Oh, Deathstalker. You annoying doggo, you. Really? And now you're screaming, too? Imagine if it would just teach me the fusion that goes with this guy. Wouldn't that be sweet? Yeah, now you're acting like such a cute doggo over there in the corner now. My kingdom. For that, I need that condition to proc. I don't know when it procs, but I would like it to. Yeah, I understand what the chain trap is and what it does. Please get me out of this scene so I can actually capitalize on the damage. Believe it or not, lords and ladies, I know what the chain trap is, what it does, and I would like to take advantage of it. I should also mention that even though it is Deathstalker that teaches this to you, Doggo is sometimes magic. It can take more effort than I would actually like to admit to get him to land on the fucking trap. That'll tidy up that, quest we got for Ren. Or for Kana on Ren's behalf. Can I not get up this way? Honestly, it's been so long since I actually, like, had to scale this castle the legit way, I forgot. Doggo is big mad. I'd love to actually break his parts at this point. I was gonna say, like, shouldn't I have been able to expose a weak spot or something by now on this dog? I know I was, like, kind of flubbing the opener, but shouldn't there be something available for an overcharge by now? Oh. An interesting note. The, AI is very squirrely, but particularly Deathstalker in these buildings. He can't get it into his head that I'm in a cheese spot when I'm totally not. Like, doggo, I'm right down here fighting you. I know you think you need to run away from me because I'm trying to cheese, but I promise I'm actually right here. Perfectly well available for your inspection. I don't remember if I need these materials or not. What do you give, Lizard? Oh, there's 3. I could consider killing them, that'd be slow. Yeah, I didn't want to spend another potion before. What did I... Did I craft both of those? Did I not get the credit for that one? I choose to believe I got the credit for that. Okay. So, we're going up. After just a little while of going up, we should arrive here. This is where I like to do my last easy fast travel point. Can I construct that wall, please? Thank you. It is particularly obnoxious trying to get up here. I'm sure there's actually an intended way. That's why I didn't go just running in there right away. As tempting as it can be to want to just run in there with a chain trap and, you know, go nuts. Big boom. Did you use your ice to... Doggo, you're being very mean. This is the one weakness of our puppy friend here in this final arena, is if you float him... Is this not open? Like, legitimately, have I not opened a single weak spot on this dog the entire freaking fight? Oh, well. Since I'm up here, by the way, there's a relic here. Love to know how that happened. Goodness. Doggo. Sit. Stay. Good puppy. On the upside, I needed the thread anyway. Yeah. Doggo is initiating his anti-cheese proceedings. Which is just fine with me. I'll just sit here and heal up. Go slap this other thread rock. Okay, puppy. You wanna fight out here? We'll fight out here. Yeah, come on. We've pretty much hit the end of the usefulness of the chain trap at this point. I've broken every fucking part off of this damn dog, but I've not exposed a single point for a hunter's arm. What do I need to do to expose a hunter's arm point?
Do it for me, Chief. I can't do it myself.
Hello, Frames. Nice to see you here. I think the first time I've gotten a really noticeable frame drop. And now we have our chain trap, which I will use a shit ton. Because it makes everything so nice when the monster just sits and stays for a second and lets me do a full combo. It just makes me happy on the inside. And that unlocks the roller car curry too, which I have never used.
That's it then. Stirred up some memories I'd sooner forget. Masina! Oh, the bird? What now?
And now the big reveal of why Hellbird is a problem. And yes, she is better known as the Bird of Auspice or Amaterasu, but we call her Hellbird here.
This is, and I don't want to. Let's go.
And you will soon find out why.
The so-called Bird of Auspice? What the hell's it doing here? Beats me. But one thing's for sure. That was the wolf that killed my master. Finally! I've avenged their deaths. Or rather, you have for me. This useless body of mine is good for nothing now. But this I had to see through. I thank you. Sorry. I was remembering those who were lost. This is no place to linger. We should get back to Minato. Then let's go. The sensei will be getting impatient. Oh, and this was... Never mind. Arigato, Chief.
It's when I started coming around on Ujishige, when we actually learned more about his past. Go cash this in before I forget, and then we shall go have a chat with Suzerain, who is perhaps the only person in the entire village that I'm kind of meh about when it's all said and done.
Spirited crew. We'll rub along well with them, I'm sure. Don't you think? You want to know what's still to do? Here's the list.
Okay, so what do I have that's coming up? We have like a shit ton to do in Natsukadachi Isle, so we'll grab that.
Right then. Bye for now.
And then we also can hand over those cocoons to Ren.
Hey, I'm no expert on building. Why are you giving me these? Asked to. By whom? It certainly wasn't me. Ah, this was Kanna's doing. I see. It's because of the note. I thought she was being a little nosy before. I'll have to thank her for meddling. Anyway, you did well to work out what it meant. I owe you. If there's anything you need in return, let me know.
Okay, let's quickly throw some more things into the smokers. Like I said, I totally didn't need to eat the good stuff for Deathstalker, but I've been working hard at collecting more than I need. And Doggo's ultimate form, the lurid Soul Stalker, is why I was eating that meal in the first place. There was a time long ago when I didn't need to eat for maximum health every hunt. And then Lurid Soulstalker showed up with all of his profound BS, and quickly informed me that sometimes you just want to survive the one-shot. And that is some of the best advice that I can give you, lords and ladies, in negotiating this game. Sometimes you just want to survive the one-shot, and there is no damn shame in that. And look, yes, you only have 20 minutes and to complete the deeply volatile hunts. That's true enough. But you also only have one cart on that hunt, and yes, you can and will die to Doggo's unique signature BS. It just kills you. Over time, I got a good feel for what the tell was that it was coming. But depending on what my thread count was, and whether I had the chain traps to stop him from killing someone, the best case scenario is that he sent it to me, and I would either dodge it, which I usually didn't, or I could take one hit. And being able to take one hit in that fight is huge. I really need to stop at Natsukadachi Isle and drop shit off, too. I'm carrying around too much useless food. But I have a process, damn it. And my process will be respected. Those are Natsukadachi vegetables that go there for now, until such a time as I have better dragon pits that can afford more ingredient chests and hold more goodies. Oh, I should plant the owls too, so you can actually see that seasoning now. But, first we have to talk with our resident scientist, who loses points with me for being a video game scientist.
I must say, I'm glad to see you both back safe. Did you successfully dispatch the rasetsu?
Well, we nearly came unstuck, but luckily we had some help from on high. Not that I was any use in the battle. Anyway, Chief, don't keep the lady waiting.
Ah, arigato. I realize this was a matter of retribution for you, Ujishige. But nevertheless, a life is a life. I take full responsibility. And this specimen will not go to waste. I will need time to carry out tests, however. I won't be able to tell you anything before morning.
Sounds like my work is done then. So I'll be taking my leave of you for now. I'm in the mood for drinking. A lot. And alone.
Okay, so that will trigger the next instruction, but it looks like Kogukyo has the second part of her quest. I'm so freaking annoyed I lost the first part. The summary of the first part of True Culprit is...
unsettling place if ever there was one.
Please shut up. The first part of True Culprit had to do with a body that was discovered outside of town by one of Kogukyo's customers. Some people in town are accusing this customer of being the murderer. Other people, the majority of people it seems, believe it was a kemono. So we investigated the area and fought off a king tusk. And basically we said that it was definitely a kemono, where you're not even given a choice in the matter. And the accuser did not believe us at all. So this should trigger the second part of True Culprit.
Do you recall the young man from Minato who succumbed to a kemono attack along the Blossom Trail? Well, I have heard rumors of late about an unknown kemono in those parts. That is the burning question. Unless it is hunted, we shall be eternally ignorant. Would you be so kind? And if it were to result in 1 or 2 rare materials to sell, well, that might profit us both. The decision is yours, of course. But you always do the right thing. I have no doubt you will live up to my every expectation. I have some new items that may interest you. Please feel free to assess their quality for yourself. Could I trouble my most treasured hunter for a small favor? I was expecting some merchants from the north, but they are very late. Such a worry. They said they would come via the castle ruins, you see. What if they have come under attack by kemono? Would you be so kind as to make sure that nothing untoward has happened?
Don't bother.
Oh, young Yataro. How unexpected. Do I take it you are concerned for the well-being of our esteemed hunter?
Not really. I just don't see why anyone should have to go and rescue complete strangers. If your merchants can't handle kemono, they should take a different route. Everyone knows the castle ruins are dangerous.
Passage by boat was sadly impossible. And I am in urgent need of the goods in their charge.
But what if going to bail them out lands one of us in trouble?
Do you mean to say that if I failed to return from business at the ruins, you would not come to my aid?
Well, you're an outsider too. And anyway, I wouldn't... I mean...
Domo. You are always so delightfully willing to oblige. The merchants told me their planned route, so I shall be able to guide you via your karakuri.
Do you even know how to say no?
Arema. Some people do so struggle to express their feelings openly. Anyway, I shall leave my merchants in your ever-capable hands, and I will, of course, repay you handsomely for your efforts. I leave it in your ever-capable hands. I have some... Which item has caught your eye?
Grab that for Bob. Looks like nothing for me. What else do we have
Do
going
make
on
me
here?
sad sometimes.
Welcome back. Do you have a moment?
Off hunting? A lot has happened recently. I'm fairly sure I deserve a drink. Break! I meant a break. There's something that's been playing on my mind. It's Tamakazura. I've noticed him taking off from the bathhouse a lot lately. Do you know where he goes? I could, but he'll only evade the question, I'm sure. Maybe you'd have better luck? But I suppose it doesn't matter. He always seems to be back the following day. And Karakuri keep the baths going anyway.
Did I hear you discussing Tamakazura?
Mm-hmm. He keeps disappearing lately. I was wondering where he goes.
Yes. He is wont to wander without warning. To the ruined castle, perhaps? I have noticed a longing in his eyes when he gazes at the northwest sky.
The castle. That's no place for a leisurely stroll at the best of times. There's talk of another savage kemono up that way recently. If that really is where he's going, we need to fetch him back.
How alarming. In that case, could you find out where he is going when he leaves town? And eliminate any dangerous kemono in the area. I will gladly compensate you for your efforts. I can ill afford to lose a valued customer after all.
Natsume seemed like she wanted to have a word.
I heard about you defeating the Deathstalker. I am sure that will be a great burden lifted for Ujishige-san. He used to have a lot of wild and violent episodes, you know? When I was little, I remember him getting blind drunk and throwing himself into the sea. The poor fishermen had to cast their nets and haul him out. And that was just one of many similar incidents. I think he lives with the constant pain of losing his samurai master and other companions. But what you've done may have eased that a little. I don't suppose he'll say much about it, but I'm sure he's very grateful to you. Oh, by the way, it seems the spirit wheel, Minato's symbolic centerpiece, was originally one of a pair of karakuri. I discovered that when we were on the Spirit Isle before. There were fragments of a stone tablet there that showed another tower, a lot like the wheel, with the corpses of kemono around its base. That was my first thought too. But Minato was abandoned for a while. So my best guess is that it fell into disrepair during that time. And only the spirit wheel was left as a relic of the pair. You probably already know that the spirit wheel is the karakuri that distributes celestial thread all over town. This other tower seems to have been used to accumulate thread for powering other large devices. A complement to the wheel in a way. And since it was shown with kemono corpses around it, I'm wondering if it was some kind of weapon. Even though so much of our heritage has been lost, there are still lots of things our forefathers left behind for us in Minato. It's clear that karakuri were all around them, a part of their everyday lives. My hope is that one day we can restore Minato to the way it was.
Okay. So, before we go on ahead and rest at our town, our house, and progress the plot, I suspect actually what I would like to do instead, because we do need to go back to old Fuyufasagi fort here and fight our new friends. I believe that the first part of Tamakazuro's quest line is for a cobalt lava back, which is one of the things I need to clear. And if there happens to be an ice tusk there, then we can do that too. So my thinking is that we should just go and do that really fast to end off the episode. As I said, I'm fond of Tamakazura, so we can separate this quest line from when I normally just do a pile of the side quests. These other towers and stuff turned on. So many things that are just flat out. Is this just not turned on, or is it bugged out? No, it is turned on. It's just a UI bug. Okay. So we're going over there. We want to find out what this is. We need to go up here for a second. But I think to start us off, we're just gonna go on ahead and take this road out of town for just a quick moment. If I'm not quite mistaken, that other question mark should indeed be an ice tusk that we can eliminate really fast, because we're looking to reconfigure our lowering bow. The path that I have taken to my respective bows is not ideal by any means. It's like a scatter shot of getting decent-ish skills early on. If you listen closely, you can actually hear me straining to remember where the dragon heads are. 'Cause I think I probably spend the least amount of time on Fuyufasagi Fort. Nothing particularly wrong with the map, it's just not the home of something that I don't tend to need anything from the monsters that spawn in this region. So if I was listing the places that I have the greatest margin of error, I would say probably Fuyufasagi Fort is the weakest of my maps. In terms of just, oh yeah, I can just go straight here and do this thing, and, you know, it's as easy as that. Fortunately, it's very active getting close to, I could have sworn that it was up this way. I know there's an ancient tree up here. It is a nice tusk. Okay, sweet. So we're not going to spend too much time. And there is also another artifact that I did not grab. That I did not grab before because I was saving it specifically. Like, I didn't realize at the time that it was a quest item that I found, but there was another thing. Yeah, so I thought right up here. Because ideally, we would like to chase up enough plant energy to get a Karakuri Shrine planted. I keep saying Karakuri Shrine. That is not proper, and I need to do better. And I'm driving myself crazy with my own shorthand for this game. The Celestial Tsukumo camp up at my third fast travel point. Because now that we've gotten towards the, what is this? Am I crazy? We'll probably have to chase up some more crystals before we can activate the other one that I know about. So, for now, They said in... Actually, this would be a decent-ish place to, pop a watchtower, assuming I have the funds for that. Let's find out. Shall I? Game, have I the funds to actually place a watchtower in this area? I do. We found a lot of water. Yeah, good. Okay, we'll start making our way this direction. And keep an eye out for crystal deposits. Because, Ice Tusk and the Cobalt Lavaback are the last things we need to fight in low rank before we can actually start restructuring our low rank bow to be infinitely better than it currently is. I suppose I could take a quick jump up here. Actually, I almost certainly can't even activate it. Like, you can't trust me at all, I'm telling you. Like, I need to find more crystals before I can activate more camps. Also, me, moments later, teleports up here to activate a dragon pit that I basically, like, surely can't. However, because I did jump up here, that'll at least let me place the flying vine that I usually use to get down from here. So this is a good and very safe place to hang out, but if you're looking for just a good camp area, but definitely, Oh, look, it's the fucking owl. I told you they were evil. I swear to God, owl, I'll kill you. I have time for this. Monkeys are throwing shit. Could you guys just leave me alone, please? I don't want to fight, but if you force my hand, you know. Believe it or not, all I really want to do right now is, make my way off towards the other side of the map so I can continue looking for crystals, fight the Ice Tusk, fight the Cobalt Lavaback, and then make the plans to reconfigure my bow before next episode. I also had absolutely fucking no idea if you can go this way. It sure doesn't look like it. It looks like I've jumped to my death. That's what I thought. But in fairness to me, I did say that this is probably my weakest map, so... My extremely confident leap into the void shouldn't be looked at too closely as anything but exactly that. I don't know my way around this map. Honestly, it would probably be easier to just go from hime-sama's hideout. This will ultimately be my food processing facility. Yeah, almost nailed it. Have to come back for that guy. But we do need to get things like materials, shrines, and stuff placed. I just did want to actually, like, make the illusion that I can be efficient if asked to be. I can't. Like, that's a bold-faced lie. It is a cobalt lava back. Good. We're gonna go wide, though. We don't want to engage that yet, because that will lock us into that particular fight. Crystal. No. Yeah, I want to avoid the lava back for now. Fight the ice tusk. That way we unlock the full scope of the low-rank weaponry, and I will be able to chart a better bow before we go into the what amounts to high rank. Like, I keep calling it low rank and high rank, and like those aren't things in this game, but it's the best way I can understand the halfway point of the best way that I have to understand the halfway point is to interpret it as low rank and high rank. Ultimately, I need to get up into, like, this little area up here to get a watchtower set up, but for now we'll get the ice tusk and the cobalt lava back. What we have is good enough. I'm just trying to do some, like, really, like, super ultra basic, map management things, and I hope that it serves as kind of, like, a how-to on just when you get to a new area, the things you should be looking for, the things you should be doing. Okay, and do note, I was putting my entire volley into his side there because I want to expose a point that I can get to his... My goal is to expose a weak point so I... The dogs. The dogs, the crabs. How does one get anything done as a charging weapon in this game? Out of range for those. Wasted shots. The dogs, the crabs. Like, how do you get anything done? That's not good. Do not sleep on the repeating crossbow. That is... I wish so much you could actually hear the rage. But I am a consummate professional. I do not let you know when I am severely upset. Well, the dog bit me, so no wall happened. And now I'm nearly out of thread. And this is actually a prime example of why I need to unlock the rest of the weapon tree so that I can reconfigure my poison bow to have Heartbreaker on it, which is more accurately called Destruction Arc Empress, and you will learn that eventually. Like, I can only imagine it's so much worse for people who arrived in Monster Hunter before World. I have like 5,000 hours of Monster Hunter, and my brain is just like, no, this is what it is. It's Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker, yes. This is what is logical in my stupid Monster Hunter brain. And it doesn't matter that that is not what that skill is called in this game. I've got to get a weak spot exposed on him. Which is going to be significantly harder if I can't hit my freaking shots. Please don't run from me. The god-forsaken dogs, lords and ladies. The god-forsaken motherfucking dogs. Apparently, somehow what happened was a freaking elemental lantern. I guess I'll take that. I want to ride you. It's not broken enough. God damn it. Okay. Everything's fine. All's good. Yes, I put the entire volley into the dog. No, that was not a mistake. Yeah, this Ice Tusk is about to fuck up my world. Because, his ads, I can't do anything about that. Yep. Me not being able to expose a weak point because of the godforsaken dogs. You did not just run away from me after all that. No, you absolutely did. Oh my god. I am about to use my... Small monsters for charging weapons are so unbelievably toxic. Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be your turn too. Don't think you're escaping. Holy shit. Lords and ladies. It is just a joke because I like IRL dogs plenty, but this is making the case for why I'm a cat person. Oh my god. Just die. Holy shit. I understand why people hated old school Bullfango so much. I understand now. Oh, it's coming back. Like a motherfucker. Yeah. 2 apologies to the Ice Tusk. No apologies to the godforsaken dogs. You deserved it. Okay. So on that note, we wanted to come right around here for a quick second to set up a watchtower. As I remind myself, in a calm and collected voice, that I am professional, and even though there can be comedy and rage, it really isn't my brand, or what I like to represent. So I am not going to go on a psychotic killing spree of the dogs that I'm running past right now. Even though it's not unfair to say that the idea is remarkably tempting. And in fact, should be indulged as a healthy outlet to exactly how frustrating their existence is. For a bow player who simply wants to be. We have to go farther north. I'm actually not 100% sure how much farther north the map goes. I feel like this might be the edge of it. For all intents and purposes. Deep, calming breaths. The dogs have paid for their sins. We'll probably just go back to base camp, but I'll show you guys this guy just in case you did not see him. Like, and I sincerely hope. Can we climb? I sincerely hope that my collection has helped you guys some. If you even remember a couple of these, it's so beneficial. Okay. Let us then return to the cavern camp for the monster that we are here to protect Tamakazura from. So we are going to just remind these dogs that they're the spawn of Satan on the way past. Bow is what I know, lords and ladies. Ever since I found it in Monster Hunter, it has been my go-to in basically every game that it has been an option in. Including Destiny 2, Dying Light. Basically, if you give me the option of having a bow is the option that I want to have. Fuck you, Owl. And so when I found out there was a bow in this game, there was really no other alternative that was considered for me. But being a charging weapon for the first time has presented with interesting challenges, shall we say, that I would not normally associate with the fast and loose bow play that I was afforded, say, in Monster Hunter or Destiny or even Dying Light. I should have taken that Karakuri overcharge. I put that there for a reason. Unlucky jump for you there, buddy. You know, why can't the large kemono friendly fire the small ones? Inquiring minds would love to know why large kemono cannot friendly fire the fucking dogs. Now that's just fucking rude right there. Exactly who said that you could do that? Kill me. Why is his hitbox so bad for the auto lock on? Good freaking god. Okay. Dogs, I will kill you. Make absolutely no mistake, I will fucking kill you. Actually, I'm probably still going to kill you. For the crime of existing on this fucking hunt. You saw him up there, right guys? Then I'll reconfigure my bow off screen and let you guys see the end result. But basically, this is a long series of mishmash that just got me to the end result without taking anywhere even sort of close to the best path. So, we are going to completely rework. I'm probably going to have to go through some of these monsters to get to, god damn it, some of these kemono even, to get to where I want to be, but we should have a pretty good bow to head into high rank next time. Oh look, more dogs. I'm not frustrated at all. Come on, you stupid bastard. Yes, just run into that and get stuck. There are dogs in the room, Cobalt Lava Back, and I expect you to respect my time. Hit me? Yep. It's gonna hurt like a motherfucker too, damn. Oh, he's doing the dolphin thing. Oh look, more dog action. So much dog action. Endless dog action. I couldn't even see him there. This would be going so uneventfully if it weren't for the dogs. You guys should thank the dogs for an exciting hunt brought to you by the dogs interfering with me. This thing would be dead by now if it weren't for the fucking dogs. You can hear me telling myself that there's no need to rage. This is an easy, low-rank quest. And if you listen even closer, you will find that I don't believe that there is no need to rage, because I find this unacceptable. I swear to God, if the dogs have respawned in this arena, I'm going to lose it. I killed these assholes once, and they should be dead for the rest of the hunt. Yes? Come on. Just be nice. Okay. Yes, do that. Really? Die. As it should be.
The cry of a cobalt lava back? Oh, hello. I wasn't expecting you. Oh, it's here. I wondered who he was. I was looking for something. No luck though, sadly. There's a biting cold here, and fierce kemono too. You'll want to stay alert. Although, as far as I can tell, you've just hunted the fiercest of them. Forgive me for my absence. I hope it didn't inconvenience you, Ujishige-san.
No skin off my nose. The Karakuri keep things running nicely here. I was just concerned for your safety.
I did come across a powerful kemono today, but I live to tell the tale.
Why do you keep leaving town? And to the fallen castle of all places? That's a dangerous area.
I'm looking for something. Not kemono materials, nothing important. But I don't want to put anyone in danger.
Looking for something? At the castle?
Please pay no attention to me if I'm gone. The bathhouse knows how to look after her customers. She's very reliable. Thanks, by the way. You really are a model hunter. Now, I have cleaning to do, so...
What's going on with him?
I was hoping to... the frozen fort? Just thinking about it sends a shiver down my spine. You want to take solace in the baths. Oh, good. There's something I'd like to ask you. Would you do me a favor? Arigato. I'd like to ask you to find something for me. That's right. I need some help. Perhaps it's not the sort of task hunters usually take on, but I don't think I'll ever find it on my own. I think a hunter with your skills stands a good chance, though. It's a necklace made with kemono pelt. It should be somewhere inside Otsuki Castle. Sorry, the Frozen Fort. No one calls it by its proper name anymore, do they? I have a fairly good idea where it will be. I've marked it on the map. I'll explain more some other time. Not that you'll thank me. It's a very dull tale. Do be careful, though. Everyone says kemono have made the castle their home nowadays. Thank you for offering to help.
Okay, so we're going to duck out really quickly because this is actually not necessarily a proper quest. This is just something that you need to find, and I could have just grabbed it while we were fighting the Deathstalker, but I wanted to specifically bring attention to where this item was. Assuming my memory doesn't fail me. It's easy enough to locate. Actually, Bob and I found it just accidentally while we were fighting the Deathstalker. But I have since come to note its specific location to draw attention to for the series. If we would just make our way down a level, which we need to do on the other side. Yes, I'm quite fond of this little area as the third base that I usually keep on this map. so helpful if it wasn't the middle of the night. Can I even see it at night? It should be right around here. But boy, would it be helpful if I could fucking say, blast it. Okay. With a roll of my eyes, make it midday. So I can actually see what I'm looking for. I am reasonably certain of its location. I'm just... It is literally pitch black inside the building in the middle of the night. And does not help me with finding it swiftly, or you with seeing the item, if it's the middle of the night. So my understanding is that it was actually just right around here. On this level. Oh, I'm literally standing on it. Like, I swear to God, it was literally right here. So, this is the second Deathstalker arena, and you can grab it as soon as you fight the Deathstalker. You'll come in through that window, and it is right here, and it is the second part of the Love Lost quest line. And you can come right back to Tamakazura and turn it in.
The frozen fort? You found it? You're so kind. What a strange feeling. My childhood, my homeland. I've lost so much in my life. I just wanted to have this one thing. This one memory of him. Yes. It was a gift from someone important to me. Though he, too, abandoned me in the end. I was born far, far away from here. On the continent, in the west. But when I was a child, raiders came from the east, took me captive, and brought me here to Hinomoto. So many times I thought I would die. Finally, I ended up in these parts, with only the rags on my back. The Ishido daimyo took a shine to me, and kept me in his castle. I was a novelty at first, but as time wore on, I saw less and less of anything but the four walls around me. That's when I met him, a hunter who worked at the castle. He would tell me of the outside world, of Minato sometimes too. I don't say he was as skilled as you, but he was a fine hunter, and he had a delicate touch. He often made me gifts. Obviously, I could never wear them in front of the daimyo, but they meant the world to me. Yes, a keepsake, you might say. Because after he gave it to me, we quarreled over something silly and I never saw him again. The war was at its worst, and kemono were becoming more of a problem every day. It's no mystery what happened to him. There's no chance of finding out exactly how he died now the Ishido clan is no more. But I think they all fled to the Spirit Isle and perished there. He promised me, that we'd have a life together in Minato one day. I waited a very long time. but he never came back. Funny how this town has ended up being home for me anyway. Alone. You see, I told you it was a dull tale. But thank you. Having this back has filled a little hole in my heart.
And just because
Was there something else? Go ahead.
can't
Tell
see
me.
it particularly well, but if you look at his character model now, you can actually see the necklace that we brought back.
You're always welcome.
As I said, I'm quite fond of Tamakazura because the guy has such a sad story, and I just want to be his friend. I just want to be his friend. Okay, so on that note, lords and ladies, this episode has run a little long since I decided to start a questline that I deemed pretty important. But I am now going to take a moment to reconfigure this poison bow to have better skills on it than it currently does, because I really just took the most direct route to get here because we were missing a huge swath of the low rank kimono to actually put this thing together properly. So I will be occupied with that for a brief time. And then we will get right back to it with taking a nap to move things along. I believe picking up a couple more side quests. At least one. And moving right along towards our inevitable and slightly dreaded meeting with the Hellbird. And yes, before you get on me, I know that she is properly known as Amaterasu. But you will understand why I refuse to give her that distinction soon enough. Until then, thank you so very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.